Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, episode 3. We're going to get this meat off of us really quick so we can stop smelling like food. And we're about to hit the night of day 2. All right, let's stash some of our goodies here. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just getting my inventory squared away. I'm hesitant to begin melting a bunch of ore and cooking a bunch of stuff because that draws the attention of screamer zombies. So there's zombies in the game called screamers that will come after you. I don't see a reason to keep this. They will come after you based on a variety of factors, but really it attributes, you can sum it up as your activity. The more activity, yeah, we're going to make some more arrows. The more activity that you have in an area, as far as things that you craft or fires that you have burning, it increases this hidden rating in the game. I believe it's commonly referred to as your heat map, and it's basically the odds that they're going to show up and come after you. Let's see what else. Put the snow in the fridge and the animal fat, and then here we'll do the paper and the glue and the brass. Not bad, not bad at all. And we have more cupboards. I don't know why I'm sweating storage space here. We'll put the hoe in there for now. We're not going to be doing a garden anytime soon. We have this murky water, but we can't really boil it without a cooking pot. Now I could, to stay productive, I'm going to have to get this fire going. All right, so first thing is first, what we need is an anvil. We can't really make anything without it. And so once some of this clay cooks down in here, we're going to go ahead and make an anvil, and then we're going to make a cooking pot. And that'll be it. Now we have some of this scrap iron we can melt down if we need to. We're making arrows. The arrows are done being made. Let's scrap this bow. We'll make a new one. That bow is getting pretty worn out. There we go, 141. The skill is getting better. And we can make some axes. Let's go ahead and do that. How many can we make? 11. Well, we'll just have to work with what we have. So we'll make some axes, and then we'll scrap them back down into stone, and then we'll just keep making as many axes as we can, try to get our skill up. You can see they get a little bit better each time. And you generally always want to stay crafting as much as possible in this game, because it gives you experience and it makes you better at stuff. And that's all. Those are all good things. All good things. As you can see, my toolsmithing has increased. Once we get these axes up into the orange category, the poor quality, they will no longer be faulty, and they'll actually be a good bit better at tearing things down, and they'll also last a good bit longer. Cooking pot. So we're going to make one of these. We need an anvil. Anvil is required. And we don't really need a grill yet. But we might make some of this forged iron. Alright, so we're going to put the anvil up here and craft ourselves a cooking pot. I don't want to leave this fire burning all night, though. Like I said, it will draw screamers, and I don't want to deal with screamers. I don't have any kind of defenses on this house. So effectively, as soon as, because right now you can see I'm still undetected, the eye is still closed, but as soon as the zombies discover I am in here, it's going to be a bad time. So I'm relying on my stealth, so I don't want to do a whole lot of activity. Not yet. Now what we will do with our cooking pot is we'll boil some murky water and, well, oh, see, I'm scared. I'm scared really to do much of anything. I really don't want to deal with a horde of zombies. This house has a good foundation. It has all these stone walls. However, it's still wooden doors and wooden boards on the windows. So, I mean, I don't want to use my iron to reinforce the stuff here in this house just yet. But what I am going to do, actually, is I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to take the turds. That's right. Playing with poop, I know. But we're going to need it eventually for fertilizer, assuming we can get ourselves a beaker at some point. So this cooking pot, actually, if I'm not going to use it, I'm going to store it over here. And look at these axes going up in quality. Boy, we'll be at 100 here pretty soon. Look at that. So I think that's what I'm just going to do, is I'm just going to keep recycling the stone to make axes. And try to get it up as high as I can. Out of plant fibers. That's an issue. All right, let's look at the map. Let's review here what we found. This is some kind of building here that I didn't get to look at. This was some kind of a awkward building. Not sure what that was. This looks like the traders' camp here. Hardware. Yeah, let's change the name of that. That's gonna bother me. Let's go ahead and remove it. And then we'll say tool store. Not having the E on the end of that was going to bother me. Okay, bank, gun store, bookstore, pill shop. I did not find a grocery store. Look at that, the bookstore. Remove. Bookstore. Okay, and we're starting to get a little hungry, so let's see, what do we have our axes up to now? 87. That's not bad, but we're out of plant fibers. Not a lot we can do about that. So we are starting to get hungry, so we're going to eat some of our can of pasta. Looks like there's no dehydration from it. It's not that salty, but which is a good thing because we're also pretty low on food. Here we go. You can see we're starting to look like a post-apocalyptic survivor. Yeah, so let's go ahead and eat some of these cans of pasta here. Ravioli and sauce. Now that's Italian. It's cold, but, you know, it is what it is. We get that hunger up. So there we go, 54%. And the cans, we don't really need the cans anymore. We have a cooking pot, so we'll scrap them for iron. Apparently the cans are made of iron, you know, so that's a thing. Blueberries and mushrooms. Pretty good find, so we can start a garden with one blueberry plant and one mushroom spore area. What we don't have are corn and potatoes, and that's kind of disappointing. Corn and potatoes are the more important items for a garden. If I had to, I mean, they're all somewhat important. We're going to drink all of this and get our hydration up to 100%. Scrap these for iron. Corn and potatoes are used to make stew, and you can use, here I'll show you with the menu here. So you can make meat stew, very, very good. Increases your wellness to raise your maximum stamina and health, which is a very good thing. The only problem is it really does attract zombies. It smells delicious and it has meat in it. But the mushrooms allow you to use those same things to make a vegetable stew. And vegetable stew is almost as good as meat stew, only it doesn't smell like meat, so it doesn't attract zombies. So that's always a good thing. Also, you can make cornbread with corn. All sorts of different food options. Blueberry pie. If you have corn, blueberries, and eggs, you can make blueberry pie. Also, very, very good food that does not smell like meat that you can carry on you. There's different ways you can cook meat. Boiled meat is not as good as grilled meat, but it makes it less noticeable for zombies. So there's all sorts of different options here that you can do, including some of the chemicals here that we can cook. You can cook down glue. You can make grain alcohol. You can even turn grain alcohol and biofuel into gas, which biofuel is just boiled down animal fat. And then, of course, you can make antibiotics. Herbal antibiotics, a couple different things you can do there. Wow, we really don't have a whole lot we can do. So I can't just let the night escape me. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go back on what I said in order to be productive. I don't want to waste time. So we're going to boil our murkied water in the cooking pot. Yep. And then we're going to take some of these chrysanthemums and we are going to make some red tea. It gives you a lot of stamina. It is a natural cooling effect. It's a cold drink that cools you off. And of course, it increases your wellness, which I can't remember 100% if I talked about it, but your wellness starts at 100. It goes down the more unhealthy stuff you do, like getting attacked by zombies or eating old sandwiches, drinking contaminated water, getting an infection, or dying. Dying takes 10 wellness off. And that lowers your maximum stamina and health, whereas eating good foods and taking care of yourself, here we go, we're going to make our red tea, increases your wellness. And that's always what you want, more health, more stamina. I should be burning that as well, but I don't want to attract a screamer. In fact, I'm paranoid as heck right now. Worried about a screamer finding me at this stage when I have nary a defense up around my house here. This isn't even going to be my long-term house. I'm just settled in here because it has a forge already. I don't have to, Ooh, that's what we should do. We should make a couple short iron pipes to craft our own forge. And that's going to run out of wood, so... What we're going to need to do is borrow some wood from this, and bring it over here, and put the wood here, turn it on. So now we'll get our short iron pipes, which we're going to use... Yep, turn off. In fact, probably give me that. Well, no, let's keep you in there for now. I might just let you burn while I'm gone tomorrow. Okay, so let's work on making our own forge for when we get settled into our own area here. First thing you're going to need are bellows. Yep. So we're going to make our bellows. And then... Ooh, we don't have enough stone to make our own forge yet. That's okay. 3 more minutes on the tea. It's 4:30 in the morning. That's okay. It's all right. We're going to be able to go out in the world, and then so tomorrow, or later today, actually, it's already the next day. The plan is going to be to start construction of our base. We're going to need a lot of wood. In fact, I'm probably going to want to make an iron fire axe, 20 forged iron. So we're going to need 20. I can't make 20. Alright, then we're going to turn that on and keep smelting. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm not as scared. Granted, a screamer could still show up and give me a hard time for an hour. But I'm going to go out and say that I'll probably be okay. 19. Just need a little more iron. And there we go. 20. And we'll take you out and take you out. I don't want to put any more of my resources in there than I already have. Because we are going to make... Is that a sound? Okay. As we're going to make our own forge, and I don't want this one to be full of materials. Because any metal or things that you smelt into this forge stay here. I can't just take my iron back out. I mean, you can. I guess I could produce my clay back into my hand and then zero this thing out, which that's what I'm going to do. 50 more seconds to finish making this delicious red tea. 40 stamina. It's a huge stamina boost to drink it, and then hydration, and then you get a little bit of wellness. And it cools you off. It'll also remove the first stage of dysentery if you get dysentery. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Because it's so nutrient rich. So that's what we want. We're going to turn this stuff off as soon as it's done. Oh, it's going to take a little bit to forge that iron. I probably should have been doing that right out the gate. Yeah, we'll hold on to this clay for now and these bellows. Well, no, actually the bellows and the pipe can go there. We don't need them. I'm going to hold on to the clay, though, because we're going to start making this stone. We're going to build our first structure, as tempting as it would be to make it out of wood. We're going to make it out of this stone. Even though we would gain more levels in our construction tools by making it out of wood, A, it's not that sturdy. B, we're going to need the wood for making wooden spikes. All right, let's take our wood back and this cooking pot. We're going to keep the water on us, and we're going to... Actually, we're going to... Well... We're going to keep the red tea on us, actually. That's what we're going to do. Put the cooking pot in there. How are you doing yet? Almost at 20. Almost. But we're not going to make our first one yet. Oh, we're getting overheated standing next to the fire. Alright, as soon as this clay is done, 2, 1, done. Okay, take this back, take our anvil back, and our clay. Leave none of this stuff here. Alright, we'll put the anvil in there. We've got our iron to make our axe when the time comes. These wooden frames, I'm going to scrap them for now. I can always make more. Alright, let's adventure out into the world. For it is a new day, undetected. Alright, so first thing is first. I want to set up close to town. There's a deer. We're not going to worry about that just yet. Another house over there we can scavenge. A pig. I probably should get that, but really we need to get some wood and some plant fibers. And get our stone axe up. Get our toolsmithing up so that the first tool I make will be orange. And then make ourselves an iron fire axe to make quick work of these trees, or at least quicker than what I'm doing chopping it with a faulty stone axe. There you go. Sit down. See, that's why I almost took the bottled waters, because I knew I was going to find a lot of bottled water, and I didn't want to have another inventory space taken up by something I would find, but it is what it is. Duffel bag. Aloe vera seeds. Okay, that's good. I like that. We haven't found the desert yet, where when you go to the desert you can get... Oh no. Oh, it's raining. It's not good. The weather can be a real issue in this game. If it starts to rain and it doesn't stop and we get soaked and we start to get cold, our whole outside adventure could come to a very quick halt. Pick up more of these stones. Yeah, the weather is rolling in. Now this area here looks pretty flat, although it's a little bit raised in elevation, which I don't want. The zombies can and will dig to get to you if they perceive that to be an easier way to wherever you are. So if we mine underground and we're underground, and zombies come, they might be like, well, why are we going to rush the walls of this place? Let's just go straight for digging underground. And they will. They will dig sideways to get to you. Which is none of what we want. None of it at all. All right, let's make more stone axes. Yes, birds' nests. Always stop for birds' nests. Need those feathers. Pile of trash. Oh, hello. Who have we here? There you go. Oh, I can't see your head. Gotcha. Oh, cornmeal. Okay, that's good. It's nothing we're going to be able to plant. I'd rather have the corn seeds, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Ooh, that looks like water over there. Maybe. Oh, hello. This guy is like, who's making all that noise over there? Oh, look at that. Sharp arrow to the head, and he's like, I'm fine. The second one, not so much. All right, nothing on him. Bird's nest. Okay. Let's keep breaking this down. We're going to need the stone and the iron. Scrap. Oh, the axes are getting up there, almost in the hundreds. Okay. Oh, I'm tempted to have my iron melting back in the forge while I'm away. But then if the screamers show up, I won't be there to know it. I don't know if the screamers will go somewhere where you're not. I imagine they would if they're drawn to the activity of the forge. I imagine it doesn't matter if I'm there or not. Alright, stone axes. Let's get to making them. I'm going to keep looking for an ideal place to set up our base at. And as I said, we're going to start... Oh, getting up there. Almost at 100. Got to get that quality up there. I don't want... making iron tools is incredibly time-consuming, and it uses a lot of your precious iron. I don't want to make a faulty iron tool. I don't think there's really any value in that whatsoever. You can't repair it even once without it just becoming really, really horrible quality. It's going to break really quick. All in all, it's really bad. So we're going to spend the time making the axes. There we go. Look at that. 103. Yep. Just going to scrap all these to get our stone back. Yes. Yes. We're going to scrap this one and that one and this one. And we're going to equip you and scrap you and then make a stone shovel. And then make an iron fire axe. Look at that. 3 minutes to make. It's going to take a little bit of time. Okay. Now. Shovel. Look at that. Getting orange. Improving. Moving on up. I wonder where those zombie bodies were. I should have broken them down for a bone. That's what I should have done. Lead and lead fishing weights. That's more lead. Grab some of this cotton. There we go. Yes. So we're going to take the rotting flesh, and then we're going to make a bone shiv. And then the rest of this, we're going to make cobblestone. So we can start making, let's see, it takes 3 cobblestone per flagstone block. So we're going to do multiple of 3. Let's go 150. That should be plenty. Yeah, we'll pick up the chrysanthemums. Gonna need more of that red tea. Food is going down pretty significantly. Gonna grab some of these snowberries and eat them right now. Just a couple. Not too many. They're only borderline edible after all. I don't want to get poisoned. See, this area here is not very flat. I'd like a flat area. This gravel, though, that's how you know that there is iron ore underneath you. So we want a significantly sized patch of gravel in a low-lying area that's relatively flat. Oh, there's a good bit there, but this is all on a hill. There's that other house. Some more eggs and feathers. Try to pick up stuff as I'm running. What is that? Thought I saw something. Okay, we're gonna get more chrysanthemums. We can also turn those into seeds and plant those in our garden, which will be very nice. Because then you can make red tea all the time. That's a wonderful new addition in the Alpha 15 update. Oh, look at this person. Wow, look at these cliffs. Is that desert? No. It's just a ton of sand. Man, the terrain here is out of control. Okay, so we found our water. Can of tuna. And we'll leave the sandwich there. Almost got our fire axe. Oh, what have we here? Gravel here. There's another building. Toolsmithing, fire axe. That's good. All right. Look at all this gravel here. So that's what we need. Oh, look at all this gravel here. Oh, this is like a huge iron vein here underground. All right. You, sir. Ooh, clipped him. There we go. Take a seat. Let me ask you a question. Oh, snap. There we go. Oof. Took a couple shots. Oh, there's so much gravel there, but... Oil, casino tokens, that's good. So these casino tokens, made of brass, you can see it says after the epidemic and war, it became the main currency for trading in Navezgane. That's technically the name of where we're at, Navezgane. Even though I'm playing on the random gen map, it's still Navezgane. So those tokens, it used to be they were really only good for brass. You could melt them down for brass to make bullet casings. And, you know, the amount of brass you had was an indication of how many bullet casings you could make. Look at all of this gravel. It's not very flat. It is near the water. Let's keep looking. I'm not going to settle on the very first place, but what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to start collecting some wood. Since we have this wonderful fire axe now, we're going to put this thing to use. Choppy chop. Oh, a couple deer. Oh, do I want to start carrying meat on me? Yeah, I think I should. Got him. And another one. Got him too. All right. All right, so now we're carrying meat. Now we're a zombie magnet once again. I was kind of happy that we weren't there for a while, but it feels like a waste to pass it up. The need for food will quickly catch up on you if you don't shoot animals when you see them. And I'm already drawing the attention of zombies who are like, hey, that deer you just cut open smells really good. Well, I got news for you, buddy. Ooh. It's not for you. Oh, he didn't go down. There you go. Hello. All right, where's that deer at? Here we go. Oof, see, now they're just coming out of the woodwork. They're like, hey, what's this smell over here? Oh, snap, he didn't go down either. All right, got him. No, he did not stay down, though. Son of a gun, and I'm overheating now. This is where that red tea is going to come in handy, assuming we're thirsty enough to need it, which we are. We're going to drink it and cool off. Now we're talking. So what do we got? Lead fishing weights, duct tape, some paper. Paper is really good. We are hungry, so we're going to eat this can of tuna, even though it's going to dehydrate us a little bit. Check out this bird's nest. Okay, and finish with the deer. Looks like there's another home over here. Okay, well, we're running out of time, and sadly I've been so distracted by everything else, I unfortunately have not got that much wood. And we need wood. We need wood very badly. Alright, 50 cobblestone, so now we're going to make flagstone blocks. 50 of them. Okay. Let's go back to cutting down these trees. Here, we'll start with you. Oh, that looks like desert over there, perhaps? Do we want to build in the desert? The desert on the edge of the forest, that could be a good place to build. I feel like I'm getting far from the city, though. Not too far. A little far, but not too far. I don't want to, oh, I see another deer, but I've got to stop at some point, and here we'll drop you and put this there. We've got to stop chasing the deer at some point and focus. We need wood because we need wooden spikes. And we need wooden spikes because we need to defend wherever we're going to be. I'm going to show those in a minute. And what we're going to do... Let me fell this tree real quick. Boom. So now what we're going to do... Timber! Hold on to those seeds. We're going to replant some trees. But not right now. Right now we're going to look at these wooden spikes. Very, very good. They're very important defenses that you need, and they take a lot of wood to make. So that's what we're going to do. Now you can make other spikes. You can make spikes. You can make these wood log spikes. However, and they have a lot more health as far as it takes them a lot longer to be destroyed. Except they don't do nearly as much damage as they used to. They maim the zombies, they slow them down a good bit, but as far as making the kill, not so much. You want the other wooden spikes to actually get your kill on. And then the zombies, they run headlong into the building, or towards your building, to try and tear the walls down, and then you have the spikes set up for them. The issue is we're not going to be able to do a whole lot more work in our house without it attracting a screamer. And what screamers do is they're like scouts. So they get this sense that, hey, there's some activity going on. They come, they see, yep, there's somebody here doing something, and they start screaming. And every time they scream, they summon 2 to 3 zombies to join them in in coming after you and trying to tear your building down. So if you don't go and prioritize getting rid of the screamers once you hear them, even if it's nighttime, you kind of have to handle it, or else they'll quickly overwhelm you with a miniature horde. It's not nearly as bad as the 7-day horde, but it's not anything you can just ignore and hope it goes away. They'll just sit out there and keep screaming and keep bringing more and more zombies over to you. So it looks like this isn't desert over here, but instead it's prairie, which I actually like that better because prairie has corn that grows in it wildly. Look, I can already see one. I can already see a corn plant. And you can chop down the cacti to get yucca fruit and a lot of plant fibers. And yucca fruit you can eat. You can juice it for water or to make yucca juice. Here you can see I'm not doing nearly as much damage to that tree because my stamina went down, so we're going to let it recover for a second while I see if I can get this guy. A little bit of arrow drop. Let's try it again. Oof, over his head. Alright, he's close enough now. We don't have any drop. Hello! Oh, snap. Okay, try again. There you go. Don't, please, don't get up, sir. Don't get up at all. And you, we will scrap. Oh, we don't have any scrap iron. Well, we could wear this and scrap that, and then take this and scrap that. Look at that. Wonderful. Now we're going to keep chopping down this tree. The rain is cooling us off. And then I'm going to go grab some corn and... Well. I'm thinking I'm going to wrap up this episode right now. I know it's the middle of the day, but I don't want these episodes to get really long. Trying to make each episode worth of a day of in-game play is not going to be feasible because the days are 50 minutes long. That looks like a house over there too. Corn! So now we have an ear of corn, which is magnificent. And we're going to drink this water to add it to our empty jar and clear up an inventory spot. And we're going to take a look out for more corn. Actually, no, I said we were going to end the episode, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been 7 Days to Die, Episode 3. Please come back next time to see how we wrap up the day and where we set up our base. Ooh. So I hope you had fun watching. I definitely had fun playing. But until next time, take care.